This video is being done on a university night at the start of a week where I have a lot of stuff to do, so I don't know if I can put out another proper video before that, but I just wanted to post this here because this is actually insane. In case you don't know, Keffals put out a video saying that we need to talk, and yes, Keffals, we do need to talk. Now, I'm not going to respond to this entire video, I'm not even going to play a bit of this fucking video, but I will leave a link to it in the description in case you want to check it out and fact check, if you would like to use that term, anything that I say here. I also want to expand slightly on the things I said about Keffals in my previous video. Let's start off with this. Do you know how Keffals started a crusade against Kiwi Farms? A fourth crusade, if you will. Why, that's because Kiwi Farms was doxing and harassing Keffals, surely. Well, no, that wasn't actually what was happening, as I came to find out. Keffals was instead using sock puppet accounts on Kiwi Farms that would make posts with death threats in it that would be deleted 1 minute after a screenshot was taken. But wasn't Keffals being doxed while she was on the run? Wasn't Keffals being doxed? Well, yes, she was, but not by Kiwi Farms. You know by who? The almighty website that nobody that makes a video on this dares to name, but I will name it for you. It's Doxbin, and this is something that Keffals knew and even talked about. It was Doxbin that was tracking Keffals this whole time. So yes, you heard it here first, folks. Keffals started a crusade against Kiwi Farms for something that Kiwi Farms did not do. In the process, using other people's suicides and scamming people out of $100,000 plus, just to get it done and get a free holiday trip. This, by the way, while she doxed not just the owner of Kiwi Farms' mother and things like that, no, but while she doxed multiple other people. And she also starts off the video, this fucking piece of shit video by admitting, I repeat, admitting that she was baiting Kiwi Farms into doing all of the shit that she wanted, even though she knew it wasn't Kiwi Farms. By the way, do you remember how I said scam? Well, it turns out to actually be far worse than what I even thought it was when I made my video. You see, Keffals originally started the goal of the fundraiser as $20,000 and then kept raising it over and over, and she specifically said that anything that was over $20,000 would go to the legal fees that she would definitely start. And if your memory is bad, this money was so Keffals could run away because Keffals' life was supposedly in danger. And like an absolute brainlet, instead of just staying in that same spot where the police already know her, which means that she won't get swatted anymore, or at least is at much less risk, she goes to Ireland and stays at a friend's place. Said friend, which was already doxed, and whose dox appeared on Doxbin as well. But Keffals, fearing for her life, decides to use the money that was donated to her to buy a live streaming kit, meaning that Keffals, can stream wherever she wants, or it wants, if you prefer that. Which is what you do when you're on the run and your life is allegedly in danger. You go to a friend's place who's already doxed and you live stream yourself walking around the street where people can find you quite easily. I'm absolutely fucking sure of it. That is exactly what you do when you legitimately believe that your life is in danger. In the meantime, also using the money to take trips to TwitchCon and things like that, and then on a debate with Keemstar, I think it was, my memory fails me now, actively flexing that she has $100,000 in her bank account. I'm not kidding, there's a debate in circulation, I forget exactly which one it is, I'm pretty sure it's with Keemstar, where she responds to the question of why are you streaming yourself if you think your life is in danger and you're on the run, and she responds to that with, well, I have $100,000 in my bank account. All the while this is happening, Keffals is still pushing for the taking down of Kiwi Farms and the doxing of other people and the harassment of other people and calling for the swatting of other people. So she was lying. She was outright fucking lying and using those lies to get what she wanted, and her dumbass fans failed to notice this, and as a result, many people got deplatformed. Kiwi Farms was almost taken down for good. All the meanwhile, Keffals is laughing in the faces of the very people who gave her a shot by just flexing how much money she has and taking holidays and buying expensive shit. But she was gonna start that legal stuff, wasn't she? Well, not really, because when you are actively admitting to lying and still getting away with it because you have a bunch of retarded fans, the last thing you'd want to do is go to a court where all of this shit can be brought up, and people can find out that not only did you scam others online, but you also harassed, doxed, post and bullied companies into breaking user trust agreements based on information that you knew was false, and also find out that you were, and yes, I want to highlight that, I did not know this when I was making my video, were associated with a website that was actively poisoning children and was illegal. They claim it's the gray market, and while the gray market it is when you specifically target puberty blockers and hormones to kids when that is explicitly illegal, that stops being in the gray market. So yeah, the court could have possibly found that out. Returning to the original mention of the video, in the video Keffals mentions that she has PTSD. Yes, PTSD from harassment she asked for, $100,000 that she got, all while in the very same video admitting to using all of that shit as an excuse and a lie, which she did not explicitly say, but we all know it's a lie, to get attention and get Kiwi Farms and other people who she didn't like taken down. Yes, Keffals, you have PTSD. You're on the fucking beaches of Normandy while swimming in fucking cash. You know, instead of swimming in bodies, you're swimming in fucking cash. And hamburgers, evidently, because this bitch just cannot lose fucking weight. And the worst part is, the real worst part is, despite her admitting to lying to people's faces on multiple occasions via multiple sources, if you look at the comments on the video, people are actually supportive despite the fact that Keffals straight up admitted that she lied. She never woke up with a gun to her face. The police officers knocked at the door and asked. She never had real surmountable amounts of death threats thrown her way. She herself posted those. She was never desperately trying to get away while starting a legal process. She was just using that to get free holidays to Ireland. She never cared that other people killed themselves because that was only an excuse to use it against Kiwi Farms, despite Kiwi Farms explicitly not being responsible. She never cared that she was poisoning children. That only let her push her dumbass agenda and get the fucking attention. And now that more and more people are realizing it, now that more and more people have put the pieces together, now that Kiwi Farms is back online, now that Kiwi Farms is actually winning the fight against this stupid shit and other dumbasses that are trying to take it down, and now that people have successfully compiled lists of ways that not only did Keffals break the law, but actually is a terrible human being, Keffals is leaving the internet, but she could not leave the internet without declaring herself the victim one final time. Now, it's obvious that Keffals is going to return the second the money dries up, that she's gonna be back as swift as ever. But there no longer is that widespread confusion as to the events. Keffals is going to spend your fucking money. If you are a Keffals supporter, Keffals is going to spend your fucking money. Not only did she already spend it on shit that had nothing to do with any of the issues that she was facing, she is going to spend the next few weeks / months of your fucking money just living and getting fat off of it, having scammed you and tricked you, and you fucking idiots still support this dumbass. I would just like to make the point here that please do not judge people for being trans, or gay, or black, or white. I mean, she is Italian, but judge them for being terrible pieces of shit that are unironically evil and just do evil fucking things like this. Don't harass or dox anyone. Laugh at them, and laugh at the fucking idiots who will still support this bitch just because minority. After all, she did add another thing to the list of issues that she has. And Lord knows that not only do you need to erase an entire species from existence just to feed her for a week, you'll also need to cut down an entire forest just to be able to properly list with good spacing the sheer amount of things that are wrong with this bitch. Thank you guys for watching.